Then, let's input the material or the wheel material. Currently, for our board, if you want to unify it, you can check an attribute. Just click on any board, and it will generally show the material. Right now, the selected board is vertical grain, and the material is raw board with a baked finish. If the board you're processing is different from these boards, like this shelf in my cabinet, I use a different material. So, select this board and click on the material. Here, you'll see the corresponding color. I'll take this North American red oak as an example. Just click with the mouse, and the material will change to North American red oak. When processing, they'll seal it, and the baked finish will be applied to the North American red oak board. Place it on the North American red oak. I have a texture here, currently thinking of the vertical grain. The vertical grain affects the tabletop. For our board, how do we place it, for example? Let's talk about our board. The large board, let's say our tabletop is 2440 by 1220. The small board is arranged after the large board, but the large board's grain runs along the length. If the small board is already vertical grain, you can see the grain is the same. Arrange it, but if you place the small board as a rough board, use its depth as the width. The grain is a good match. If you encounter a wide placement after processing, our board is a large rough board. I mean, it's placed like this, but during arrangement, the board must be placed on the large board like this. If you place it differently, for example, the board might be 24 wide and 600 deep, if it's 244 deep and 600 wide. The boards are placed like this. The grain will be a bit off. After processing, if you look at the board from the front, if placed like this, the grain changes. But the vertical grain isn't ideal, so it affects the arrangement method of the board. The grain is like this.